kids, today's story is about the rumor that wasn't true. In a large city school, where students hurried through corridors and whispers traveled faster than footsteps, studied a girl named Meera. Meera wasn't the most popular, but she was kind, quiet, and always focused on her work. She had a small group of friends and preferred staying away from unnecessary drama. Everything was normal, until one Monday morning. As Meera entered the classroom, she noticed something strange. Two girls sitting near the window looked at her, and quickly started whispering. A boy in the back laughed softly. Someone else glanced at her and then looked away. Meera felt a knot in her stomach. What's going on? She wondered. By lunchtime, things got worse. Her best friend, Rashi, was unusually quiet. Is something wrong? Meera asked. Rashi hesitated. Meera, people are saying something about you. What? Meera asked, confused. Rashi lowered her voice. They're saying you cheated in the last test and that you hid notes in your sleeve. Meera froze. What? That's not true, she said, her voice shaking. I know, Rashi said quickly, but everyone is talking about it. The rumor had started from nowhere. No one knew who began it, but it spread quickly through whispers, through messages, through looks. By the next day, even students from other classes had heard it. Some believed it. Some weren't sure. But almost everyone talked about it. Meera felt alone. She stopped raising her hand in class. She avoided eye contact. Even walking through the corridor felt heavy. It wasn't just the rumor, it was the way people looked at her now. Doubt. Judgment. Distance. Finally, Meera gathered courage and went to her class teacher. Ma'am, she said softly, there's something I need to tell you. The teacher listened carefully. She didn't interrupt. She didn't jump to conclusions. Instead, she said, thank you for telling me. Let's handle this properly. The next day, the teacher walked into class with a calm but serious expression. She didn't mention Meera's name. Instead, she said, something has been spreading in this class. A story, a rumor. The room fell silent. She continued, I want to ask you all something. If you hear something about someone, do you check if it's true? No one answered. Or do you just pass it on? A few students looked down. Then she did something unexpected. She picked up a piece of paper and whispered something to the first student in the row. Pass it on, she said. The message moved from one student to another, across the classroom. By the time it reached the last student, the teacher asked, what did you hear? The student repeated the message. It was completely different. The class looked surprised. The teacher smiled gently. This is how rumors work, she said. They start small and change as they spread. Then she added, and sometimes, they hurt someone who has done nothing wrong. Now the class understood. No names were taken, but the message was clear. Slowly, things began to change. The whispers stopped. Some students came up to Meera. I'm sorry, one said quietly. I shouldn't have believed it, said another. Rashi stood by her side again. It didn't fix everything instantly. But it was a start. Meera learned something important. And so did the class. Not everything you hear is true. And once words are spoken, they cannot be taken back. Moral: before believing or sharing something, always ask, is it true? Because words can hurt more than we realize. Sai Hira Bal.